Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 13th of August 2018. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the Good Tarot which I introduced in the video I made for my Patreon supporters because they support me by sending money and then I buy new cards which I can use in the deck and that benefits everyone. So thank you so much. This is by Colette Baron Reid, who I'm a big fan of. So let's see what the cards have to say and what the message is today. So the back of these cards is very simple and plain and beautiful. I like that. So let's see what we've got. We've got the Eight of Air. We've got the Six of Air. Oh, and two cards. That's unfortunate because they're very big already. And we have the Three of Fire and we have the Page of Earth. Okay, so how can I arrange these? Let's see. Virgo time. Neatness. It has to fit into the screen somehow though. So there we go. That's it. That works, doesn't it? Yeah. So, first of all, the Eight of Air is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is usually not the most positive of cards. It's kind of feeling stuck and not knowing where you're going. But in this deck, it's beautiful because they're not focusing on the problem, they're focusing on the solution. So the way to get unstuck today is to connect with the angels or your higher power or your higher self or energy or whatever you work with in your meditation, in your most private moments, you know, when you're out for a walk and you're just thinking to yourself, or you're meditating, or you're just taking some time out to contemplate and to think, what's going on? What am I doing? By doing that and really kind of thinking things over and being stuck a little bit for a while, it kind of forces you to connect with a higher power, which is great, because then you start asking, what are we going to do instead of what I'm going to do? That then helps you move forward in your life. The Six of Air is about a journey. It's about moving forward. So a lot of you are going to have feelings and ideas that you will really be fired up about and that you'll want to put into practice today. So you're going to really go from a really inspired place to having wonderful ideas. You channel that through your kind of life purpose and your inner passion, and it really picks up and it's something new that you end up doing. So this is a really great start to the week and it's a great day. So the Six of Air is a journey, but you're taking the ideas with you. So you're making this journey for a reason, and it's a symbol of getting from point A to point B. So by listening to your guidance, you're going to get from point A to B through the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire is usually a guy who is standing looking out at sea with three wands beside him. And it's an idea of really looking to the future and seeing, where do I live? Where am I going to travel to? What do I want my future to look like? What excites me? Here we've got this beautiful fairy in a shell, and she's on a journey. She's got these candles here, and she's just on a journey and traveling towards her life purpose. It's made explicit in this deck and very beautifully. So she's moving towards her life purpose and she meets the Page of Earth, and the Page is a court card. Pages are the most inexperienced when it comes to their suit, so Pentacles, Earth. Then you have the Knights, and then you have the King and Queens, and they're the ones who've mastered it. A page is someone who arrives at a destination and he's like, okay, this is my passion and I know nothing about it. So I have to humble myself and become teachable and learn what's happening. By taking action and by engaging in the process today, I'm going to figure out how to do this. Because you will intuitively be able to handle situations that otherwise you wouldn't have known how to handle. And that's not my line. I took that from the 12-step recovery kind of talk. And that's something that really applies today. So let yourself be guided. Go on the journey, make the effort. If it's a lot of the time we mess up because we dismiss our guidance, and it's just like, okay, another idea, wonderful. I should open a jewelry shop. Okay, great. But I'm busy working. I don't have time. I've got 2 kids at home and a husband and just, whatever. I'm busy. And a lot of people do that and just dismiss it. If you have the presence of mind, and if you really want to get something done today, if you're feeling very grounded and practical and you want to achieve something today, if you have that kind of desire and that urge, then the great thing about today is that you can actually make changes. So sometimes you have ideas and they stay ideas because you don't actually put them into practice. The great thing about today is that you're so grounded that you can affect change in your life. And it's something new. So this is a new job. So it has to do with changing your daily routine, your work, your job, or you do something differently in terms of your own physical health. So whichever one of those 3 areas, work, daily routine, so commuting, where you live, all of that kind of stuff, how you eat, and then health, those 3 things are the areas where you are going to get a lot of ideas. You'll really be enthusiastic about this idea that you get. You'll go for it. You'll move to take action on it, and it will have an immediate effect. So you can decide to say, I'm going to move, or I am going to eat differently, or I'm going to find another job that will give me the step up that this current company isn't giving me. And that way, you're really listening to your guidance, which really wants you to take practical action today and do something for yourself, because it's going to fire you up. You're teachable. You're going to become a king or a queen in another area of your life, and you're going to become even more skilled, and you're working your way towards your life purpose. So it's ideal. 8 and 6 is 14. 14 and 3 is 17, and 1 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is spirituality and completion. So you finished last week. This is a new week. We're starting over. We've drawn a line under the past. So we've come to the end of one cycle, and we're starting a new cycle here. And the new cycle is started by the universe planting a seed in your head. That seed grows and takes on a life of its own, and it makes a difference in your practical life here on earth that you're going to either feel in your body or your work or your daily routine. So have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my private readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology, and I use numerology. So the way I added up the numbers here and the tarot, that's numerology and tarot. I do all 3 in your personal readings. To draw up your birth chart, I use your date of birth, place of birth, and time of birth. If you don't know the time of birth, get in touch, because I can rectify your chart, which means I can work out your time of birth. If you're interested, get in touch. Once I have the chart in front of me, I can see what your life purpose is, why you've come back, and what you're trying to achieve. So this kind of stuff. If you're someone who doesn't know what to do work-wise, please get in touch. It's really easy for me to tell you what your aptitudes are. I can also see what your life purpose is, and like I said, what your talents are when it comes to work, what's destined for you in health and love and travel and spiritual progress, and also what's coming up in future. I use the tarot, and I use the progress transits, the progress chart and the transits to see what's coming up for you in future. So get in touch, gregoryscott.com. Please remember to hit the subscribe button on this channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.